And after what seems like eternity, we're back with another match. This is MG yet again. Just gonna edit the settings here. Going up against JIBS setters. JIBS setters just coming through with their match just now, fresh. While MG been waiting for quite some time, nearly 2 hours since their first matches went underway. And that's primarily because they played so aggressively, so strong, that the match was over so quickly. So, can they repeat the same? Will they be doing the same sort of damage rotation combos that we saw? We saw a lot of excellent rotations. We saw clockwork and Rubik combos. We saw all manner of execution. Well done. Sort of rephrase that a little bit. They executed everything perfectly and were able to absolutely decimate their opponents. Can they do the same again? Or would JIBS setters
10 seconds remaining.
be the team that blocks them from going through to the final?
5 seconds remaining.
Of course, this is the semi-final best of 3. The winner goes on to the grand final to fight up against, which is most likely going to be a Delta Cubes match. From my take on that, on the other casters' communication, Delta Cubes on fire, but I'm putting my money in behind Mobility Gaming Esports, doing so well so far. And let's look at the draft. We are already underway. As you can see there on your screens, Lifestealer Batrider already banned off by JIBS setters, and the Radiant team banning out both Elder Titan, Abandon, and OD. All really reasonable bans. Although again, this meta hate for Abandon, I don't know if this is warranted. Maybe I missed a memo. I don't feel he's currently in the current pick lineup of heroes that are available. I don't think he has that strong meta, but still, this team following trends and still doing very well. So let's see what they've picked up. They picked up with Visage for that trialing position, and of course Nature's Prophet for that offlane. And man, Nature's Prophet has come back from sort of being in retirement for a little while, and now he's back again in the offlane, in the jungle, solo pushing, split pushing. It's now the flavor of the month again. Split pushing back up. I don't want to say flavor of the month. It's been there. It's been there since just before TI3. Whereas JIBS setters, they're going with the Weaver for the offlane. Of course, Weaver very offensive as well as defensive hero, depending on the playstyle of the person behind it. And Naga Siren, we all love the Naga Siren, not just for her siren, not just for her net, but for that powerful Riptide. Massive amounts of damage can come out of that, thanks to early game armor reduction. So watch this Naga, watch the space. Will we see setups for wombo combo? Because normally that's a good indicator. Early pick Naga, if she's not banned, she gets through. And we have set up once again for team fight situations. Looking at the final bans coming out of both MG and JIBS. MG going with the final ban of Nyx Assassin. Nyx Assassin is still very strong, still in the top tiers, but has slightly petered off in popularity in favor of the new current meta. And that's just how meta works. In terms of JIBS, they've banned at PL, and I don't know if MG is the kind of team that would pick up PL. We saw in all of their matches so far, they go for early aggression, early towers, early lanes, and PL just screams too late game for me. Screams too late game for me to sort of say that that's the kind of hero they would have gone for. But definitely Rubik would have been in their repertoire. JIBS thinking very carefully and picking the right ban. Of course, they don't want to be counterpicked with their Rubik. And so now they're into their first pick of the second set. And this is going to really determine how the team lays up. They go with Gyro. If they are going for what looks to be a semi-wombo combo team with Gyro, and you can time the song really well to really coordinate that Gyro cooldown. So you're going to have it extra slow, extra damage coming through then, and follow off, or so follow through with a rocket barrage. And of course you can homing missile whoever you like. So good setup there for Gyrocopter. This also leads me to believe they'll be going in for more AoE. And it's likely Well, that we may see.
10 seconds
I don't actually know what we'd see. I was thinking an Alchemist. Just because he can throw in the acid spray, he can throw that stun, and if it falls that road of late game hard carry, he's not impossible to shut down. But if he's looked after very well, no, they go for Jinkiro. And Mobility Gaming Esports very rapidly picks up that Alchemist. I was just talking about Alchemist. Fulfills their role. Both of them need that carry. So JIBS opting to go for Jinkiro, which indicates that Naga is actually going to be a carry Naga. Or potentially,
10 seconds remaining.
But it looks like it will be, given that Jinkiro has been picked up. They've only got one support. They need another support. Naga Siren support, yeah, we do see that quite regularly, but it's not without options to go carry. But Bane also being picked up. I missed that completely. Bane being picked up. Bane is one of my favorite heroes at present. Doesn't have any. He can get beaten up a little bit in the laning stage. He doesn't have natural escape mechanics or any kind of real tankle survivability, but he does have the staying power in lane thanks to that brain sap. So you know, when you think you're about to kill him, he sees you, picks up some extra health, and then you're back into the fight, and he can just stay in lane a lot longer than other heroes probably could. But again, very susceptible in ganking. He needs to have vision, be very aware, and quick to react. Otherwise, he will get picked off. Well, I thought some puck was being picked up, but no, puck is being banned out. It was on my tirade of Bane. But instead, Puck's been banned out. I'm not sure why Puck, again, middle heroes, Puck is that sort of mobility gaming repertoire. Is Puck, I've only seen a couple of games and I've been very impressed with what I've seen so far, but I don't think Puck would have been their pickup. I think we're going to see a much more aggressive early game mid coming out of this team, because their strategy so far has been to basically aggressively rotate, pick up as many early kills as they can, and then go straight onto towers, pushing down 1-2 towers before the 10-minute mark to give them that extra space. And they pick up TA again for that mid slot, and we saw what a wrecking ball that Temple Assassin was. I kind of wanted to play that Mari Silas wrecking ball song just because it was so impressive. But let's see how this unfolds. Look, if you're discovering me for the first time, I am covering the Amateur Weekend Cup. Well, this is the third season. This is the third time I've done this. I come in and out between the Amateur Cups and just let other guys take over the casting. But I'm here for the finals and the semi-finals and the finals. And if you don't know what AWC is, and it's the other way around, you know me, but you don't know what AWC is. AWC is an amateur-only event, and they're promoting... how do I say it? They're promoting basically that if you're a new team and you don't really know how to play and you're scared off other tournaments or other events because you know you've got a reasonably good friends and you're okay, but you don't think you can compete on the same level as those pro teams or even mid-year teams, mid-level teams, this is the event for you. And big shout out to those guys at AWC for hosting and organizing this event, because doing that is a lot of work. But let's have a look what the lane's going to be. Aggressive maneuver already coming out of JIBS. Looks like they're going to go for an offensive tri-lane and ward block out those jungles. At the same time, the Radiant team, MG, they're going to defend their camps. So we could see first blood coming out before the game is even, before the horn's even blowing. And this would fit very well into MG's playstyle. They are the kind of team that likes to play very aggressively, and we have a pause. No communication as to why. It could be a mouse issue or something. Tactical puppy walls before the game's even begun, but yeah, a very aggressive maneuver coming out of the Die team. They are coming down into this bottom lane. They are looking to block out these camps. They have got some wards there on the Naga Siren. They have picked up Ned. They picked up Zakuzi, which you would expect a Weaver to do, and Ice Path. Shadow Fiend, not yet haven't picked up any abilities, but you know it's going to be Shadow Rays. It has to be Shadow Rays for the early engagement. And they don't have the lockdown that this Radiant team has. It's only a tri-lane, so it's tri-lane versus a tri-lane. And in fact, the Dire, they're now moving a little bit late almost in to block those camps. They know what's up. The Radiant know what's up, and they're not looking to contest this. They're just going to go for the dewarding. Ping's going down onto Visage, not Visage. That is Visage. Down onto Visage. Smoke being also handed off to him. So we could see a bit of an engagement here, but they don't have any. They do have sentry wards. They can remove the block if it was put down, but just revealing themselves, and the fact that the Diamond team was so slow meant that they didn't get a chance to actually block the camps. So now the Dire team, the Radiant team, they can save those sentry wards, but they don't know that. They don't know it wasn't blocked out. Yeah, see, they're still going through the practice of dewarding, having no actual idea that there is nothing there. Mid lane though, it is TA as we expected, going up against a Shadow Fiend, and top is a solo Weaver versus a solo Nature's Prophet, and I gotta give that lane up to the Weaver already, who has picked up DD. And has he should see now, he's pulled the lane to the side. He's looking to push really aggressively early. It may seem like a good idea, but that is actually going to work against him. That farm is going to easily be picked up by Weaver, and Weaver's going to have a great time with that DD, picking up all his last hits, all that extra farm. And so is Nature's Prophet, but it's more important to shut down the Weaver than it is to shut down the Nature's Prophet in this early part of the game. You can see here, Nature's Prophet already taking a reasonable amount of damage, not looking to pull them into the tower because he wants to keep his creeps back as much as possible, but still Weaver now still with the DD. Oh, just wearing off just then. But it's this tri lane we've got to be careful of. Lots of lockdown coming out of JIBS in this bottom tri lane. We've got Ice Path, Net, and Homing Missile there. And so that's going to be some good setups there for Rocket Barrage. At the same time, we've got a Bane, we've got an Alchemist, and we have a Visage. So they've got 2 lockdowns in the slow versus 3 potential lockdowns. So you would think that this offensive tri lane that consists of Gyro will be able to pick up somebody, particularly Bane. They can get their Bane, it's the main target. They can kill that Bane. They know they can take the team fight straight and up into under the tier 1 tower. And there's not going to be much that this Radiant team's going to be able to do about it. But JIBS, they're playing very strong in the opening match. There's best of 3. Stacking happening by Visage. And they know this. They're looking to at least contest the second camp. Oh, why did she go that way? Pathing. No, she's pulling it away. Yeah, she just pathed. That was foolishly pathed. Yeah, Visage is going to pull it through, but he does miss thanks to just a little bit of luck there. He wasn't able to pull the second camp, but it doesn't matter. That extra just little pull there is going to determine something. And let's have a look at last hits, because that's going to determine a lot. 12 to the Radiant and Weaver in terms of a TA. Weaver sitting on second with 11 and Gyro 8. Little slow, 2.5 minutes into the game. The number of CS being picked up by both teams, not what you would expect, but still nonetheless a very tense and critical moment that we see unfolding us in the bottom lane. This is where I expect the initiation from the Radiant team to come. They've travelled into the danger zone beyond the tower, and Bane is either acting as bait or doesn't realise how supple he is, and doesn't think that he's going to get targeted. He is most definitely the prime target if they can secure an easy kill. Of course, they want to shut down Alchemist, so they'll go for Alchemist if they can do it. But these guys are actually doing pretty well. They're actually giving a reasonable amount of space and room to Alchemist to pick up those last hits. Because when I hit the net worth button, it says that he's doing okay. He's sitting in 3rd position. And again, from MG, doing that typical rotation smoke that we saw earlier, which was so effective, that MO coming through, and they're looking to get SF. But SF is just a little too far away. They're going to rate in this on the purge on the side here. They're going to rotate around, potentially look to get that SF. Yeah, and that's smart. Behind him comes in Bane. He's going to initiate with a Nightmare. He does initiate with a Nightmare, and this is where they come into their own game. They're looking for their first blood. The slow comes out, a mal damage comes out, and that's easy first blood. Great rotation from MG. Rinse and repeat. In terms of strategy, this team has got the MO down. And already, early well, I won't say early, already MG doing what, they got the confidence. This match hasn't gone anywhere as smoothly so far as in comparison to the others that we cast. But they are still executing their strategies with precision, the way we expected them to do so. Gyro is still getting a reasonable amount of fun. In fact, if I pull up the graphs, it's almost dead even. 750 gold in it. That's just only because of the first blood kill with the assist there. And we have a charge. What's this charge for? Might have been a misclick. Yeah, now unstable concussions on cooldown, so they have to wait. But yeah, I just think this is their first blood. XP is a similar story. It's really, there's nothing in it, and you don't expect there to be within 5 minutes. But in the last couple of matches, MG just completely washing out all of the other teams in this kind of tirade of damage, scrub washing them away, and there was nothing they could do in the earlier brackets. But now going up against an evenly matched team. Must be an evenly matched team because they are just doing so much better than the previous matches. And look at what items we're going for. Still early games. He's got 800 gold sitting on the gyro. Has he got something back in the stash or the base? No. What did he spend his net worth on? Treads? No. Confused. Caster is confused. He is looking to pick up his treads first, I'd imagine so, and then build into maybe an MKB or a Shadow Blade or something offensive, because they have gone the offensive, but they've lost out on a little bit of farm. That farm has to go now the way of Weaver, and Weaver is getting that farm in the off lane, sitting in second, very close second for things. But as we say that, down comes the Nature's Prophet ult. Weaver gets out, time lapses just in time. But he almost also got that kill in the form of Nature's Prophet. And I expect that lane definitely to go in the way. Wow, in the bottom, in the mid lane, another rotation. Another aggressive rotation from Toki, who's sitting on the TA. And has already picked up 2 kills in the mid lane. SF now sort of getting towards the shutdown phase. They're almost shut down. And, oh, Jari better look out. He's out of position. Naga now needs to look out. She walks straight into them, sees them. Visage just applies a little bit of right click to drive her off, but that could have been easily a counter initiation or an initiation from either team. But of course they've got this extra vision ward here, so this is going to give them vision up into the tier 1 tower, so they know what's going on. They know when they're looking to wrap around. And TA yet again picks up a 3rd kill, and there's a nightmare initiation. Stable concussion charge. It does go down onto the poor gyro, who gets destroyed. Everyone gets caught on the ice path, but it doesn't. It's for naughts. 4 for 0. MG is on fire, and can anyone stop this team's momentum? Excellent rotation from Nature's wasn't even really needed, but excellent rotation reactions wise. The call was made, immediate TP down. And again, they're not really focusing on Bane. This is the Dire team. This is where I would be focusing in terms of my initiation to shut down, because if you can drive or kill Bane very early on in the team fight, that's one less hero you have to deal with in terms of just general dealing with, but also that's one less hero he can take out of combat. So really, apparently my matching of my screen is not correct, and I believe you are right. No, get rid of the cropping. I'm not sure what you're talking about. It should be perfect. I apologize for the interruption in the casting. Yeah, you're right. It's not exactly right. I'll try and fix that later. Yeah, it's a bit small. I'll try and fix that later, guys. Any case, another kill. Another 2 kills. Well, it's another kill for TA in the mid, picking up SF yet again. And this SF is just adding nothing to the team fights, which are bound to come very shortly. He's being absolutely shut down. No farm. Nothing for him. Weaver comes in to take over and looks to initiate on him. And this might be a bad idea, Mr. Weaver. This TA has DD. Oh no. TA is going to look to dive. Don't forget, time slap is not on cooldown. Both heroes retreat. Oh, TA, she's being so aggressive. Toki thinks that she's got it under control. She does mouth. And look, uses the bottle just to give herself that extra advantage. Weaver knows that she's there, and they're waiting for the Nature's Prophet ult. I think this is what we're waiting for. Here we go. Weaver had no idea that she was there, and opens up with the mouth damage. Weaver, the reactions of a cat, hits that Zakuzi. And I'm feeling really bad that the screen is not correct for you guys. It's a very small picture. I don't know why that's doing that. I'll have to check my settings. In any case, Early tower, I talked about this, they want to ideally have 2 towers in the first 10 minutes. That's how this team rolls. And they have 1, but they also have 5-0. Team JIBS way on the back foot. And the graphs have all kind of changed in the last couple of minutes. All those extra kills being picked up. And that tower being picked up, and before it was looking a little bit tense, very close. Now it's not. Neck comes down. Also comes in the homing missile. Charge here. Ice Path. He's going to get stunned. He's going to potentially get stunned by his own charge as well. He throws it at the last second. It does hit Naga Siren, but they're not going to follow that through. They're just going to comfortably sit in the lane. And you look at all those stuns that were thrown at him. No real damage because of Chemical Rage. Being able to just regen through anything that they threw at him. And without fear, Alchemist is now... Oh, wow. I'm missing all this TA. I'm just going to follow TA because TA is on fire. Rotating. Pick up that haste rune. Gank on the top against another kill in Shadow Fiend. And Team JIBS is going to be feeling extremely frustrated that they cannot find a place for the Shadow Fiend to farm. And now they're pushing the second tier tower a little bit later than their standard MO. But still, 2 towers in the first 12 minutes. And potentially looking for a third in the bottom lane. And in the bottom, lots of engagement. Visage gets homing missile. He goes very deep behind his own tower into the lane. But they're still alive. No one dies. And this is a failed tri lane. They're not getting any kills. Yeah, it does not affect anything apparently. This copter screen. Anyway, I'm going to focus on casting. But you can see this tri lane, it should have been abandoned earlier. If you couldn't secure those kills, you should look to at least go to the safe lane and stack up some and mix that up a little bit. But no, just like the other teams, oh wow, SCF gonna mount down again to some more damage, more right clicks. MTG goes unstoppable with a double kill, getting wicked sick, going godlike any second now because this TA, he is a wrecking ball. Rotating it to the bottom, immediately to pick up some kills. There goes Naga, monster kill. Can he get Gyro? One more right click to get Gyro. Anyone can get Gyro, but they want to give it to TA. Godlike goes Toki, and there is no resistance whatsoever. This team, unstoppable. The momentum surely with them all the way through. They're now going to take this bottom out of tier 1 tower and go 3 towers for 14 minutes. And 11-0, destroying Team JIBS in this first of best of 3 matches. It's got to be said, excellent plays by MG. Ultra aggression early game is how they play. Of course there are counters to that style of play, but of course no one's expecting it. You know, not watching the other team matches, it really hinders you. But you know, how would you counterpick that? I don't even know, because the TA Toki on TA is just scary. I'm hoping I'm saying his name correctly, because looks like I'll be casting him in the finals potentially. But it's not over. The JIBS have still got some key strengths that they can capitalize on. They really need that Naga Siren to come online, and that's what they desperately need, so that they can set up what they need to set up. And they know Bane's there. They see him. They're going in. In comes the Weaver. Down comes the net. Ice Path. And they will get him, even though he manages to Brain Sap Nightmare somebody, tanking out quite a lot of this damage. Easily picked up. No counter initiation. Bane just a bit too deep, and they get their first kill on the scoreboard. At 14 minutes, you're 11-1, 10 kills down. 10,000 gold and 7,500 XP deficit 10 minutes into the game. And TA is going to have a great fun here as he goes to engage in on everybody. Bletches that, mounts at the right moment, comes down with a trap. Toki just manning it up, going balls deep to it, doesn't need any help whatsoever. Weaver comes in to say what's up, can't even deny. And Toki just shrugs it all off and goes, yo bro, I'm gonna take it to you, what up? Already got a blink tag, already got a Shadow Blade to add to the extra initiation, or you might say escape mechanics, where they'll be expecting her to be melted. She will be Shadow Bladed. They're pinging her immediately. They know that she's there. They see a trap. And she tries to play Balls Deep Dota. Gets homing missile, so she knows that a missile is inbound. Refractions come off charges, but the team is there to help their carry like they should, and now they're pushing a tier 2 tower. And just like in the previous match, this is the same scenario for the professionals. Nightmare goes down. No, this Fiend's Grip. That's a dead gyro. In comes all meta abilities. Ice Path catches somebody, but it doesn't matter. It's all for naught. Look at the team get destroyed by MG. No one goes down from MG at all. And this is a tier 2 tower. Now they just aggressively, either going to go straight for Roshan, or they're going to go rotate into the bottom, into the mid, and pick up another tower. And it looks like a setup for Roshan. I have been advised that the MG have been here before. They actually now have a sponsored name. This is their third chance that they've tried to take at the Amateur Cup. There were no one in his team Zycon who made it through to the finals in the first cup, but only the quarterfinals in the third cup. So they've been here before. Not new at all in terms of the Amateur Cup, but couldn't quite clutch it. Couldn't quite get the first place they were looking for. And so they're still playing their time, and it looks like, yeah, Zycon is, or team MG, now they've got a sponsor, and looking to push this through in the mid lane. They want to convert more towers into cash, and I'm too afraid to even look at the graphs, but let's take a look at items. Boot conversion being almost complete on Team's Jibs, but they're way behind in terms of items. Full boot conversion, except for that on Visage, who's gone for the early amulet so they can get a rush if they need to. 2 Shadow Blades, a Hand of Midas, Mana Boots, a Bottle, and a Blink Dagger. So nothing super fantastic, but those Shadow Blades giving them the extra versatility they weren't expecting. Look at it, it's not the farm-wise, it doesn't look like it's majorly behind, but it's just Hands of Midas's. That's where, like, in the next few minutes, we're going to start to see really aggressive items starting to come out of MG. We should expect to see massive aggression coming out of both of these carries. Alchemist will pick up AC, or he'll pick up a Basher, and he is going in for the rush by himself, or just visiting the shop. He goes for AC straight away. Yeah, thought he might. He's going for, gets the Hyperstone, and this initiation here. They CTA. They throw everything at her. Down comes cooldown. Every ult in the arsenal has been used. Alchemist comes in though. Nature throws his ult down. Alchemist throws a stun, but it's just a little too late to be able to come in and add anything to it. He's being pursued by Weaver, and everyone else is there though. But here comes the Dire. They want to make an effort of this. But meanwhile, in the top lane, split pushing by Nature's Prophet and also Bane. How much gold was that? Man, that was a 917 gold. Jump to Team Jibs. They needed that. Who did it go to? It went to Weaver, so that's exactly where they needed to go. And Weaver has spent it already to complete almost complete his Lincoln Sphere. I'm gonna take this opportunity to do a shout out to the guys at AWC for hosting the event. Oh, what? Reconnected already? Right, let's go. Game underway. So yeah, Weaver's going to obviously go for that Lincoln Sphere, and that 915 gold he picked up, really good. Nature's Prophet, meanwhile, in the top lane, picks up this feeding Shadow Fiend. You know, he's not purposely doing it. He's just getting caught out so much that it looks very poor from a spectator's perspective. He's 0 for 7 with 0 assists. He's only a level 11, and in fact, he is and he was mid. Most of the Radiant team at 11 or above, except for Bane, is it? Except for Visage, who's sitting on 9, so not too far behind. Level-wise, though, definitely going for the Radiant team. TA is in here. She wants to find some action.
That is for
Yeah, and they're all just rotating into the middle, picking up the last of the Tier 2 towers. And we're less than 20 minutes into the game. All Tier 2 towers, all outer towers, all of them fallen for the Dire team. And only the Tier 3 base assault left to go, and they're rotating into the rush. While on the Radiant team, they've only lost 2 of the outer towers. But it's not, like I said, it's not over. The Dire team still have a lot of options. They can throw a number of other abilities into combat and also still come out on top. But that Aegis is going to be very, very hard to deal with. TA is just going to be a monster, having now picked up a Yasha. Going for what I believe will be a Manta. Visage going for now the mechanism. Stormlock got boot conversion. Nature's looking to build. I have no idea what those build into. Sheepstick? Look how I did not pass that test thingy that you get when you're waiting for a game to load. Right, I didn't get like the maximum number. I don't know what these two build into. They build into something, someone will tell me. But Alchemist, yeah, he's completed the AC now. Bane just doing the supporting, and so now they take the site to the assault to the high ground. Pushing the tier 3 under Aegis from TA. Weaver's there. Ultimates come down. Meld damage proving to be quite a lot. Net, there comes the stun for Fractions to stop. Call down. Rocket Barrage is only going to catch 1-2 hits onto the TA at most. Shadowblade being used. They're just going to wait for the next creep wave. They're going to push this. They know ults have gone down. Who's got left ults on the right team? Only Shadowfiend. All the ults are used. It's only minor abilities now and the CC. And this team's got a lot of momentum behind them. They're either going to keep pushing this, or they're going to back off. They're waiting for a mistake to come out of the Dire team. The Dire team playing extremely safe because they know it's so early into the game. They can't afford to be raxed here. This is a very tense moment. TA blinks in, goes straight for Shadowfiend because they know Shadowfiend's an easy kill. Meanwhile, there's a CC going down onto Gyro. And everybody is diving deep to get these kills. They're now at well-farmed status. The Dire team driven back, only picking up Nature's Prophet, losing 3 kills, losing what is surely going to be this tier 3 tower. Weaver's there though, he gets nightmared. This is ready for Bane, he wants to do something. They blow the Lincolns, down goes abilities, but he does get away. Thanks to Zakuzi, TP's back in. Who's this TP? This TP is Nagasari, and she finally got 6. Now they set up. She kills it early. It is a bit too early because cooldown was not even cast. It hits nobody. Absolutely nobody. And they all get melted away. Gyro goes down. Weaver is in trouble. He looks like to go down. There's no detection though. He is still going to give himself up to Bane though. And with no detection, Weaver picks off another kill. The only hope here is for Team JIBS, is for this Weaver to pull out. Wow, and JIBS called GG already. This MG team unstoppable. Who will halt this team on their unrelentless assault to the top? Just stick around for the next one. We're going to go next, hopefully straight away. What is there to be said about that match? MG are definitely on fire. And it looked very close at the beginning there. JIBS, it was very, very tense. JIBS very, very close. In fact, they were leading the way in terms of farm. They were kind of being a little bit aggressive in their lanes. And you could see that Team JIBS had a lot of confidence. They felt that they could take this match. That they could at least contest some of the kills. Well, at least some of the lanes. And, and make a go of it. But as it turns out, just took 1-2 extra rotations from MG that we didn't see coming out of JIBS, and that meant 1, 2, 3 pickups from Shadow Demon, Shadowfiend, and then more rotation from a TA who was started to get almost out of control. And I'm going to use this opportunity now to try and fix the screen. I was going to have to muck around with that later and I'll improve the quality for you guys too. I've actually got a new fiber connection, but I haven't changed over yet because they take 3 days and I don't want to miss out on casting. So, any case, let's see if we go to the next one. Yeah, we're going to go straight into another match. Sorry for that pause of silence. Apparently I have to apologize. At the end there, the cooldown did in fact hit somebody. Just the damage not measuring significantly wise on the actual outcome of the team fight. But that was the last game. We're now into game 2 of the best of 3 between MG, or Mobility Gaming Esports, formerly known as Zycon, and JIBS Settlers, who did not have a very good first match. They started very strong, were able to give MG, they kind of constricted MG's normal MO, and you could see that. MG liked those first early towers, and those towers came much later because of the resistance that did come out of JIBS Settlers. But the momentum so far behind Mobility Gaming Esports is extremely strong. And we're now looking at just 1 second, just trying to figure out what's going on. Right, here we go. Is that working? Is that working? That's working. Good. Right. So sorry about that, guys. Just little technical difficulties here. Mobility Games are looking so strong, and they go into almost a very similar banning strategy in the form of OD this time. And a banner. They don't like a ban on. A ban on? Ban on is apparently Mobility Gaming Esports is one of their personal despites. I get, or not despites, personal team anti-meta. Looks like to be a ban on. JIBS Settlers go for the ban on Lifestealer and Batrider. Very typical oceanic bans, in fact global bans, if you really can talk about the global meta within all the different regions. Batrider still got a lot of hate. Couple of years, he's always been, for the last, I want to say 18 months to 2 years, constantly just getting banned out in the first brackets. And when he gets through, we see amazing plays. So JIBS Settlers, they know the meta, and they go for a Darkseer pickup as their first drop. Mobility Gaming goes straight into the Windrunner, a Clockwork, and this is going to be a Rubik pickup if they can get it for the 3rd slot. And we saw this exact combo being used before. They've almost got a very similar MO. They got Team Style 1, and if they win that match, they go into Team Style 2. And the two, a lot of rotation that comes out with, say, Rubik or the setup, and the cogs mean that they can just pick off individual heroes. And they're expecting to do so, and you have to give it to them. They did it so convincing, like a very convincing game that they had earlier. But this is a new game. Gotta stop talking about the games that have gone, and I'll focus on the game that is before us. JIBS Settlers taking the opportunity to pick up Naga Siren again, and can they get that early level 6? They really need. In that particular match with Mobility Gaming Esports' style, they like to go in aggressively. They like to get early towers and early kills before you can get to your ults. Diving at level 4, level 3, just to get those kills, just to shut you down, and then backtracking out so that they can maintain their level advantage, because they know heroes like Naga Siren will start to interfere with their team synergy if the game goes too late. So they want to make sure early aggression. JIBS Settlers, on the other hand, they want to make sure that they can secure enough farm for their supports, get those assist kills, which is the most critical element when you're playing something like a Naga Siren in as a support. You need those assist kills, the gold from those, the XP from those, in order just to maintain your level pacing with the enemy team and ensure that you do get an early ult. Because those early ults is what it's all about with Naga Siren. Where is my co-caster? I'm slightly disappointed. For those of you who are watching, I was supposed to have Dorioshi with me today, but he seems to have no internet or something. So I am flying solo until one of my regulars comes on. But that's okay. Everyone seems pretty happy with the casting so far. Second set of bans, Jack and Shadow Demon. I think those are pretty standard and pretty safe options coming out of Mobility Gaming. Jib doing the same in the form of Nature's, but Weaver there also, and we haven't actually seen MG play any Weaver, so this could be now the option where they do pick up the Rubik.
10 seconds remaining.
Will we see a Rubik into something else, or will they go for another option? Perhaps they're a little scared of potential wombo combo already coming out of JIBS Settlers in the form of Darkseid, in the form of Naga Siren. Could be followed up with a Ravage or an Outer Titan, or any other kind of AoE setup. I would probably think Timbersaw would be the next pickup for JIBS Settlers. I feel that would fit really well into their current team. Give them that mid lane, and they don't go for what I expected them to go. They go for Shadow Fiend in the mid lane. They're going to show us how you actually play a Shadow Fiend. Because we saw in that last game, he just got Shadow Fiend being played by JIBS Settlers got shut down so aggressively. Lots of rotation, lots of smoke. Lots of invisibility runes being picked up and utilized to ensure that they can secure those kills.
Dire team pick.
And JIBS Settlers go into the Visage. They want to pick up the supports. This draft unfolding a little bit slowly, and they do get the Rubik.
Radiant team pick.
Keep your eyes on the Rubik, on the clockwork. One run a long range. Clock and Rubik are going into a tri-lane with what looks like to be a very hard carry, potentially Alchemist, potentially Spectre, or if Alchemist is taken out of the pool. JIBS Settlers definitely going for wombo combo, and then picking up Visage as to add to that. He can add to that by slowing and doing the setup and making sure that heroes are locked down by timing his familiar stuns. Again, all going to come down to level 6. They need synergy across the entire team. They need those ults.
Radiant team
and Mobility Gaming Esports identify this and ban out the Elder Titan. But do JIBS Settlers see that the Alchemist is still in the pool? And will they ban it on their last ban, or will they allow Mobility Gaming Esports, who have played Alchemist in most of their matches, to pick it up?
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
This is going to be a tense moment.
Reserve time.
One moment, please. We're in the last few minutes here. It's slowed down a little bit. JIBS Settlers are really considering their options. They're running out of reserve time, running down. The clock's counting down. They're running it down. And they're using this time to think very carefully, because they cannot afford to make any kind of mistake with this last slot. They're trying to identify what heroes is going to be picked up, what heroes they're happy to fight against, what heroes they don't want to fight against, and it's going to be extremely harrowing if they pick the wrong hero. And I'm honestly saying right at this point in time, Alchemist, yeah, they must have thought of that also. They need to make sure that that Alchemist is not in the pool, because it will be picked up, and they must have heard me. That's probably why they ran out so much of their reserve time. And Mobility Gaming Esports, they still have other heroes. TA is still there, and that's perhaps what they were debating. Shadow Fiend is going to be in the mid lane, so why do we need to ban out TA? But they could swap it around still. Nobility Gaming are going to spend their time to decide how they want to round off this town and this team in the best of 3, where they are already at 1 game advantage in the AWC Amateur Weekend Cup. Yeah, sorry, setters, jobs, Jib, Team Jib. Like they're tradies or something. But yes, MG, they're taking their time. They're rounding off. They're thinking all the options. They were probably looking to pick up that Alchemist, and I think they could go for something else, you know? They could go for something unconventional that's going to help a system here, and it's going to sound really, really odd, but I reckon they could do with a Mirana in here, because it really fits into their playstyle in terms of invisibility, gank, rotating under smoke, and your Mirana fits well into those really gank-heavy teams. She doesn't add push, though, and that's what I think they're missing. They were hoping for Alchemist to pick up both their heavy farm carry role and also add push and tank ability, and now they need to think how they want to round this off. There's still a number of good heroes, including Nyx Assassin in the pool, and if they want to go for early tower with no extra carry for the tri lane, they can.
5 seconds remaining.
And they go for Troll.
Radiant team
I wish I'd said that, because I was actually thinking it. They go for Troll because he just has that push. You know, he can push really hard, he has aggression with the axe well, and his ult is just global. So it's going to make Shadow Fiend attack extremely fast, Clockwork attack really fast, and Windrunner, who's already going to be shooting the tower for an incredible max speed, is going to be doing it even faster under Troll ult. JIBS setters, though, they're going for Queen of Pain for that mid slot to go up against Shadow Fiend, and I have to say that statistically this is Queen of Pain's game, because she has so much more versatility, flexibility, mobility, if you will, in the mid lane. But we cannot underestimate Toki and the wrecking ball he has on enemy teams. He's just absolutely fantastic at playing that mid slot. Bloodtrunk playing the Troll. What if Bloodtrunk was playing the Clockwork? I thought that's what he played last time. And where will they go? What will the lanes be? Will it be offensive? Will it be defensive? Will they change the MO up slightly? Or will they just go with what they know works? And they are going for the offensive tri lane. They are migrating down into the Radiant jungle. And whether or not MG has learned that this is JIBS has learned this is what MG does in terms of its aggression, or if they look to do something differently. I don't know how you would actually do this differently. No, they're looking to send their tri lane also into the Radiant jungle. So this is going to be very close. Smoke coming out of MG already, and they are looking to be ultra aggressive. Get their first blood very early. And the Radiant, they're just patiently waiting. Now they start migrating. Yeah, they know something's up. They are playing extremely defensively. Smoke is going to come off soon. Yeah, wears off. We weren't able to utilize that smoke. That would have been a glorious opening for MG.
I am ever so grateful.
But very, very non-standard recast. Very disappointing though for MG. Wasted a bit of money. Didn't manage to succeed in their gank. And they immediately rotate into mid to do exactly what they did against professionals. They're waiting for those opportunities. to present themselves. Darkseer's in the mid. They ping down Queen of Pain because they know she has nowhere to go. She looks to blink away. She does get the high ground. I forgot that she go in for blink first. So that early rotation, early aggression out of Clockwork and Rubik, not finding any luck or success just yet, but they're now rotating back down to the bottom, where we have a solo Windrunner doing what she did last time up against the tri lane, and ooh, that looks like they might find Naga Siren here. They do, but there's no Rubik to pick up. Rubik went around through the river. And this is again starting off to be very tight. JIBS, they offered so much resistance in the first early part of the early part of the first match, you know, and it looked very close, but it was just a few early rotations that turned the tide. And now perhaps the JIBS looking to do the same. You can see Naga; she's really looking for something that an option here. They know they're there. Naga being pinged down because of this great placement of a ward that gives them this fantastic vision without disrupting too much of strategy. Then when stacking and pulling is going to occur, they know when the rotation is going to come through that way anyway from the bottom lane. And a slow start in comparison to the previous match. Rotations not being successful, no kills being found. Let's have a look at the lanes. It's Shadow Fiend up against Darkseer. Whoa, in the bottom, I'm going to stay close to this. It's very tense. You can cut the atmosphere with a knife. Every last hit's been counted. Every deny is going to mean something in this, what is a lifeline for JIBS. Or the secured grand final for MG. And we have another rotation here. We have Troll Wallet. He's waiting in the links. He's either been pinged out or he hasn't. It doesn't matter. He comes in. Axes come in, but the Surge saves him. Troll immediately retreats back to lane. First blood being picked up in the bottom by Gyrocopter. JIBS gets first blood. Windrunner's in a bit of trouble. She's looking for a way out. She eats a tree and finds a path. Was not expecting that. Now JIBS takes the initiative and first blood down onto Clockwork. And the pick up here into a cogs. Nice setup here. Goodbye, Gyrocopter. But he's not going to go out without a fight. He does almost lose his own life. Only the successful body blocking and maneuverability from the Windrunner saves him. Shadow Fiend, meanwhile, picks up Darkseer in the top lane. And while it is not a one-sided battle, it is looking extremely poor here for MTG, for JIBS. MTG starting to come into form again. Slow start, just like the previous match. Lots of excellent resistance from good plays from Teams JIBS, but it might not be enough. Yeah, look, you know, it's very close. Let's have a look at CS. I've been avoiding that and network just because I don't want to give away too much. Shadow Fiend topping the table with double the CS of Queen of Pain, who's in mid and he's in the top lane. Darkseer's push counteracting and not being counteracted by blocking. Troll picks up. I don't know how that occurred, but Troll picks up a kill and potentially he will die here. He does die, so it's a trade. But of course, Queen of Pain will not get that XP. And now early push again onto an outer tower. But good plays here from Team JIBS. They've learned from the previous match, and they're playing a lot more safe. They're playing a lot more smarter. Well, they're playing extremely smart, playing a smarter game. Because and I like teams that do learn. I hate those teams that just keep doing the same thing, expecting a different result when it didn't work the first time, and saying, "Oh, it was luck," or you know. But the Team JIBS, they clearly learned from their previous match. The rotation is strong from this team, strong for this team. So they're playing slightly more defensively and have gone for a team makeup, hopefully, that will carry them through to the late game. Troll's ult being used. He really wants to secure another kill. And CS-wise, it is all, well, current gold. It is all Shadow Fiend at this stage, followed closely by Gyro and Queen of Pain, and we've got pings down on the bottom lane. These teams just poised to nuke each other. And what looks to be the next team fight on rotation of the rune at 6 minutes. I can't accurately focus on what I want to focus on because there is a lot of heroes in this bottom lane, and they're all extremely good players. And now they're starting to push up to this town. This is where the initiation and the rotation needs to come for their 6-minute rune. And there's a pickup here into Cogs, again onto Clockwork, who then throws down his Rocket Barrage, and it's going to be a trade. There's a net. They do trade off. It is a Clockwork for a Gyro, and that is a win for the Dire. They're also shackle-shotting the Naga, but this is not enough damage without the Clockwork. Visage comes in. He's going to nuke if he can. He's got 3 souls. Here comes the Soul Consumption, but it's not enough. Net going down onto Windrunner. Another rotation, another pickup. This could be another kill, but so low. Everybody backs out. Look at the whole Dire team. Shadow Fiend also takes a lot of damage from Queen of Pain in the mid. Troll chased Queen of Pain, didn't get a kill, but it's 3 for 5. JIBS learning from their previous match. And I believe that they have actually drafted well for the matchup for their strategy. Breast Blood Gold being converted into a Wraith Band. And let's look at XP Gold and graphs. Yeah, there's nothing. Look at that. That tells you a picture already. It's going back towards the 0 mark. It's been at 0 most of this match, or very small difference in teams. XP slightly in the favor of the MG, but not by much, and that will be just that 1 kill. Troll dies to Queen of Pain in the mid, and now it's 4 for 5. Captain for MG. I keep calling him MTG. I apologize. That's because of magic. But Team MG not performing or not getting the success that they had in earlier matches. They performed, but JIBS has now come to the table. And they want to go to Game 3. They want to go to the final. Have they been here before? I'm waiting for information to be fed to me, or whether or not they've come to this before. Whether this is the first time that they've been in this competition, or whether or not they've been all the way to the quarter semi-finals before, just like MG. MG, they don't want to go home now. They don't want to be eliminated from the competition. This is their 3rd chance at a top tier slot, if not first. And it's critical that they can just win this match resoundingly so they can move on to next. JIBS, though, on the other hand, I've already said they want to go to Game 3. And you can see they have learnt from their mistakes. They are playing on form, and they have been the team that's offered the most resistance thus far to MG. Very strong resistance. The closest any of MG's games have been, and this is probably going to work against MG's favour. They have carry, they have Troll, they have Shadow Fiend, they can go late game, but you know, we saw in all those matches they really like that early aggression. They like these early towers, and they like that to capitalize on just the steamroll, you know. They've got a steamroll running at them at 100 miles an hour, and that's normally how they like to play. Game being resumed. I did not cover off items. I know I didn't. And that's just the way I like to do it sometimes when I think that is close. Let's not give anything away. Let's see how these teams can discuss, whether or not these teams can find what they need to find, and we have a rotation. It is a smoked up Troll who's going to rotate around the back here. Down comes a rocket flare. In comes the pickup. Down the shackle shop. There's no cogs, but it doesn't matter. Troll comes in from behind. He ults up. The whole team is there. Troll takes a humongous amount of damage, but he takes down Visage. And he manages at the last second to pop off his axe and take down a number of heroes, and that's 3 for 1. We're only losing Rubik. MG, that pause was desperately needed, but I guess they wanted to communicate how this was going to go. And that went perfectly, pinpoint precision. Can they keep this momentum going and show us exactly what they've done before? Queen of Pain got DD here, so look out. She does want to go on somebody, but Troll's backed up. He knows he's too low to stay anywhere near lane with Queen of Pain around. And she now makes a ping down onto Shadow Fiend. Location revealed. She does go to explode him, but unfortunately, DD Queen of Pain just too much for Shadow Fiend. Nice pick up there, excellent. That's what JIBS needed. They're the ones now rotating. They're the ones now being aggressive. And while it looks like MG have got control of this game, it's only 2 kills in it. They have no towers yet. Rubik being pinged out. They know he's there. And there's a pickup. Here comes a shot. Where's the shackle shot? There's a shackle shot, but it's not enough. He's no tree. So they just drive him out of lane. Shadow Fiend looks to pick up some XP, and very slow casting from your caster. It's kind of gone to a non-engagement game. You know, this team that likes its aggression has to now fight against a team that just pushes better than them. Look, first tier tower actually going to JIBS. And that has not happened in the lineup so far. Daxia all alone in the bottom. I know Queen of Pain is here, but is that enough? In comes the TP reactions from the Radiant team. They sense blood and they ping in on everybody. Terrible camera control, but they really want the Shadow Fiend. They're pursuing, and there is no game plan here from the Dire team. They just want to get out. And now it's turned into sloppiness. Look at it. Soul consumption goes down. It's now 7 for 8. Good pick up there by JIBS. Showing MG that they're not out for the count just yet. They're not going to fall over and bend over and say GG like some of the other teams. They're going to learn from their mistakes, and they're going to push. And with their lineup, that's what they've done. And they're split pushing, and they've taken the top tier tower. Now they're looking to take the bottom. They have, however, lost Gyro. So that gap's still not as wide as closer as they'd like it to be. And it has to be said that, you know, JIBS, this is a different team in comparison to what we saw in the first match. That team, I don't know where that team gone, but it's been replaced by a much more organized, a team that seems to have better communication and is actually rotating, as if you know, their old selves stepped out of them away from the computer, and this new Team JIBS stepped into place. Because they're just putting the pressure on to MG, and this is not where MG is used to being. Another pickup. Shadow Fiend dying to Queen of Pain, and I said this in the drive. I give it to Queen of Pain. Meanwhile, Troll, he's looking for some more kills. While the Radiant put siege onto the bottom tower. And now it's only a 1 kill difference. Let's look at the graphs now. Yeah. JIBS for the first time get a substantial get a small lead up on MG. They had that in the first match, but only by just. Now they're verging sort of onto maybe 600 gold. But XP wise, they're way behind. They're on 1500. I mean, there's nothing in it really. There's a couple assisted kills. And a team fight away. So MG losing their advantage. JIBS clawing it back slightly. And back to another very tense, very close moment for both of these teams. And yeah, they want to push in. A vacuum comes out. Net comes out to put onto Winway. They keep it away from this tower. And they go in for 2 towers with the team push. Daxia, Visage, and Naga having all that and huge amount of push. Although we didn't see any illusions come out there, did we? No, she hasn't even got illusions. Just riptiding the waves down. So this is kind of the reverse scenario for MG. They haven't been in this position before in this event anyway that I've casted. And Naga goes top. I'm not sure what he was trying to achieve. Meanwhile, there's a pick up there. A nice time. There's a good shackle shot. He surges. Power shot. Wow, nice power shot. And it doesn't matter. Here comes Trolls. Pick up a killing spree. Picks up that Darkseer who tried so desperately to escape.
Mega kill.
But just like in the last match, Queen of Pain picking up the kill on Shadowfinch. Shadowfinch dying regularly. This is almost the reverse scenario that we had in the last match, but not as solidly. MG's hopes all going to be pretty much pinned on this Troll. And graph-wise, JIBS sitting so close to that 1,000 gold advantage bracket, but they've clawed back that XP back to 1,000, so it's 1,000 in the favour of JIBS and gold, and 1,000 in favour of XP in turn for MG. So really, again, nothing in it. Really, absolutely nothing in it. And Clockwork overstays his welcome under the tier 1 tower in the top lane, and he brings the kills. Wait, no, they both died. Rocket Flare, nice. They trade. Trollo, he finds Visage. He wants the nuker. He does manage to. No, she's great dukes from Team JIBS. Slows. Here's Queen of Pain. Armlet comes through. He does get the kill, but now he's looking to beat defeat and retreat. Queen of Pain's looking for him. She comes in. She just misses. Bottle charges saving him just for now. Phase boots off now. Here come the familiars. There's a right click. There's no help from any support. No TPs. And Queen of Pain picks up another kill. JIBS tie it for the first time. 12-12.
That is for certain.
And you've got to say, JIBS now getting a commanding lead in gold and have almost stabilized the XP graph. One more kill, one team fight, and this will be JIBS' first time they have had a substantial lead over Team MG, and this will be the first time that Team MG have been so far behind against any other team. By now, normally the game is well underway for them, and they're so far in the lead, but this shows you the learning potential out of the, Team JIBS and their player skill. No use having good players that don't learn anything. So Queen of Pain now, the bane of this team, picking up most of the kills, I might say, by herself regularly. Assist kills being a little low.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So where do you go from here? Well, the Dire team, what they need to do, they need to go back to what they were doing before in the earlier phases of all those other matches. They need to smoke gank, they need to rotate, they need to look for those solo heroes or those small groups of heroes on their own, and they need to do it as a concise group without giving too much away. They also need some more lockdown to go down on this Queen of Pain if they happen to run into her. I feel they lack a little bit. Queen of Pain catches Rubik, and like this team has not learned. She's killed someone in this very vicinity 3-4 times. No ward protection covering this. She just blinks in, picks somebody off, and now for the first time, JIBS is in the lead by kills. They had first blood, but that lead did not last for long. And now Shadowfiend, again in the same MO, blink in, no vision, he goes to TP out. Will he get away? He manages to live by one right click. The skin of his teeth, but again, no aggressive warding from the Dire team. Further enough away to be able to give you a proximity warning. And I'm excited because I know Team JIBS has got a gold advantage. They're now going towards the XP advantage for the first time. And MG look like they're scared. They're not playing the same aggressive, confident style that they've been playing all the way through. And the hairs on the back of the audience's necks, for those who are friends of either teams, must be up. Because they're feeling that this next few minutes is the most critical point in the game. We're approaching the 20-minute mark. And normally this is where the big team fights begin to start happening. Huge throws, one way or the other. Will we go to game 3? Will JIBS tie it up? Queen of Pain, where are you? There you are. Queen of Pain doing what she does best, rotating around, and I'm just going to keep my eyes on her because she is the one that is getting all the solo kills. And there's a smoke up about to happen. This has got to be a smoke up. Why would you gather for that? No smoke intended. In fact, they're just looking to ambush. And the right click's coming out of the Shadow Fiend, starting to mount up. He's now at 200 odd damage right clicking. 173 with the armor reduction should give him close to 200 against most heroes. So if he can just maintain that farm, Toki will have a great time because we can't underestimate him. His Shadow Blade's in because he does know that this Gyro is on his own. But unfortunately, Gyro did back out. He had no idea the Shadow Fiend was coming. He had some indication because he could see him thanks to this place, this room placed here. But this ward placed on the high ground here near the Ancients. Again, more rotation coming out of the Dire team. And a bit of a dive here. Yeah, nice maneuver here by JIBS. Blocking the lane while still applying damage onto the tier 2 tower. And they're not scared of the Windrunner. They know that she can't really shut them down. Glyph used because they want to buy the opportunity to last hit. But they drive her back. They pick up a tier 2 tower. And MG get their first outer tier tower. Second outer tier tower. But they're running out of towers of their own. And this is definitely the reverse scenario to the previous matches. Not much more I can say about that. But let's have a look at the items and see what they're going to go into. There's clearly going to be an Orchid starting to be built up on JIBS. She's going to go for Sheepstick second. She does complete the Orchid mechanism on Hazy there. We've also got that helmet that dominated for the later game Satanic for JIBS. And also the medallions, so they have gone for late game items. And we'll look at the dies just in passing shortly, because another tense moment. Whatever next team fight comes up, this is going to determine who wins. Because if JIBS can take the next team fight very convincingly, and they can push, get a tier 2, potentially a tier 3 tower, or tier 2s. The same could be said for MG. Naga Siren setup, she circles around. The setup's good, there's pings. Darkseer goes in, but he gets disrupted by Cogs. That vacuum wall is coming a little bit too late. Cooldown comes through. Wombo combo! And it goes in the favor of everybody. 3 for 3.
Dire's middle tower is not what it used to be.
And it was so close to being MG being cleaned up.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And you're looking at who survived. No carry survived. That Wombo combo excitingly pulls the game back to a draw, but you have to say JIBS maintaining exactly the same lead and extending their gold advantage. Must be extending their gold advantage from that. No, I am wrong. It's clawed back slightly to 2,000, same as XP. This is going now south again. So the momentum from JIBS has stopped. And this is going to be one of the most tense games for Teams JIBS of the event, if not of the year, because they are so close. The team fights are just going into draws, or they're winning them just by smaller amounts, but that's all it takes. Chipping it away with gnawing away at it. But it has to be said that this troll has kind of been left alone a little bit. He is picking up sufficient farm. The stacks with agents were stacked, and there's pings going down here from somebody for something. Troll staying a bit too deep. Queen of Pain, thanks to the ping from Visage, guessing where they would be, and a ping comes down, and that's a nice pickup. That's a good pickup for JIBS. They're going to hold their troll farm. It's exactly what they needed to do. Will we see smoke rotation? Because that's what we really want to see. Smoke coming out of JIBS again. That's going to make... Yes, look at that. That was going all the way the favour back towards MG, towards the balanced territory. But now it's sort of halted off. And now it's clawing back in terms of XP, back in the favor of Team JIBS. But I've got to remind you that most of those kills and most of the XP is mostly sitting on Queen of Pain. She picked up many of those solo. And she's positioned herself behind this tower, revealing her location, unfortunately. They know she's there. Pings go down. Mana Boots being used. Not sure why I casted that, but Mana Boots being used because they know a team fight's coming up and they want to make sure they have maximum mana. And this is going to be a wombo combo. Naga Siren's ult is down in 6 seconds, and that's what they're waiting for. Cooldown is ready. Everything is ready. They're going to back up, pull them into a chokehold, and do this. I can sense it. Let's keep an eye on the Naga. Song comes down. She comes into play, and again, wombo combo looks to be used. Here comes the cooldown, broken a little bit too early. BKB into play, vacuum into wall. Ding comes at the flat cannon, back rocket barrage. Scream, troll ult, but it's for naught. 3 of MG's players go down. Can they get a 4th? There's a buyback from Clockwork. Look at all the damage. There's only one win runner up and a Clockwork. They need to drive back this as assault from JIBS. Wombo combo proving to be too strong. JIBS need to push this. They can't afford to wait. They should be rotating or going for the tier 3. And they are. They know how critical it is. They get damage or get this tower. And MG need to be safe. They need to wait. And oh no, this could be bad. Orchid, they pick up another kill. This is going to be a tower. Only Clockwork remains. And these heroes coming back online from their last death need to be careful not to overcommit. And oh, JIBS, they don't feel the love. They don't feel it whatsoever. And they rotate after that was an excellent pickup by Team JIBS. Sorry for the camera control. Excellent pickup by Team JIBS. That wombo combo, just waiting for those combos, is what they want to do. So as the Dire team now, what you want to do is just push all the time, constant pressure everywhere, so that they can't afford to wombo combo. Kill heroes, make them panic, make that Naga Siren use her ults when it's not wombo combo setup. Keep that Gyro out of the team fights by killing him, so they can't pick and choose when that team fight's going to occur. That's what you got to do. And just keep calm, farm hard, and carry on. Let's look at now how the tables have turned in terms of items. Orchid. AC, wow, we have a net going down onto the troll, as well as an Orchid Scream. And a Scream, yeah, he's dead. No escape. And now MG feeling some of their own medicine. And I feel is that last ban there of Alchemist really upset their strategy. Yeah, I feel that Alchemist ban really upset their strategy and what they were looking to achieve, but they weren't able to find that with the replacement Troll. And just like before them, JIBS suffered a lot of gank down on their Shadow Fiend. Now JIBS are the ones issuing the ganks onto the Shadow Fiend. So Shadow Fiend in both games being just kind of this easy XP gain. Roshpit being cogs, yeah, nice cogs. They were looking just to ward out that Roshpit. Counter-warding in almost exactly the same locations. And they do go in for the Rosh. And there's going to be no answer out of MG. If JIBS want this, they can take it. Because MG is so far spread out, there's no way they can come and contest this. But they don't take it. Shadowfiend uses his ult. Now is looking to chase down this Gyro. He just needs a little bit more speed. Here's the cooldown. Nice juking, nice use there. BKB forced as the rest of the team comes in. Net's there. It cancels the TP at the last second. And Shadowfiend, he wants to get away, but Net interrupts through BKB. And JIBS, they feel that they have the momentum to take this. They're now going to push onto Rubik. They may even go for the tier 2 in the top lane. Or there's potentially this rush. I don't think they can take rush. They don't have the tankiness for it. But they can potentially rotate into the top and take this tier 2. And the excitement levels are high here.
Is under attack.
As we head into the 28th minute of the second match. Favouring JIBS very strongly. At 5.5 and 7.5 in terms of gold and experience. Oh, Queen of Pain comes in. Another failed TP from MG, and they're just not having any luck anywhere. They need to go to 5-man Dota, but they haven't got the kind of XP or gold level that they needed in order to execute a very sudden and decisive blow against the JIBS in terms of a team fight and then rolling onto something else. And so now they're hunkering up, preparing for a siege which hasn't even started. And it is Team JIBS now that has the advantage.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And they're going to mount away this tier 2 tower. No glyph will be used. They shouldn't be glyphing here anyway.
Dire's top tower
And the sphere of control shrinks slower and slower for the Dire team as Team JIBS extends their hands and tightens the noose around that of MG. They click onto this troll wallet onto this Rebecca TP's out. How they know where all these heroes are, I have no idea, but they're pinging right on top of the troll. Well, that was Rubik. Miscast there. Shadow Fiend picks up a kill. He was pushing the bottom lane by himself. Does he pick up a kill? No, he just puts down some damage and gets out. So they've now opted to split push as an option here. Split pushing both of these lanes in the AWC Amateur Cup. The game 2 of the semi-finals between these two teams. MG taking it first and in this with game advantage. And Visage is look out, Visage, you're going to be in a lot of trouble here. Troll Warlords here, they pick him up. Amulets in play. Shadow Demon now is in trouble. Here comes the cooldown. He uses BKB, but he's already netted. Troll ult. And they pick up that nice pick up there by MG. Might not be substantial enough. Now I have to TP out. They've got no choice but to just hit and run. But the Shadow Fiend keeping 3 heroes in the middle position, while in the mid lane, poor Queen of Pain gets picked up by 4 heroes thanks to that all that lockdown cogs, especially. And MG have also changed their tactics. They've gone to this kind of distracting tactic, put Shadow Fiend in a number of different places and sort of just make sure he's harassing them so they have no choice but to deal to him, while the rest of them run around and kill the heroes, push lanes and potentially get a Roshan. And if they get this Roshan, they can bring the game, they can equalize it yet again for a 4th time. And look at all the ults being used, all the damage coming out. They want to make sure that they get this Roshan pit. Rocket Flare revealing the location of the Dire in the mid lane. The Radiant in the mid lane and in the bottom. You can see them there, but there's no answer. They had no idea what was being done. No pings, no answer. And it is Shadow Fiend who picks it up. I find that unusual. I thought it would have been Troll. I guess Shadow Fiend, he does a lot more damage in the team fights with the Shadow Rays, so that's not a bad option. Now heading into the 33rd minute of this match, and item-wise, I did not go over the Dire team. They kept full boot for conversion. Blade Fury, funnily enough, sitting on Clockwork. And you can see the Shadow Blade, which we also saw before. Mechanism on Windrunner. Troll looks like he's also building his BKB, having completed the Helmet of Dominated some time ago. But this Naga's gone for Sangja. She's going to go for a Heaven's Halberd. Look at Hazy though. He's got Shiva's Guard. There's an Orchid and a Lincoln Sphere on Queen of Pain. So item-wise, it's definitely going to just. And that's the difference between 3,000 or 4,000 gold on that graph, is just the items, and they're going to mean so much. That Orchid particularly in the team fights. All of these teams now mustering in the mid lane. This is going to be a team fight, ladies and gentlemen. All the combos up, wombo combo inbound, and you gotta know this is what MG's thinking. They know this is going to happen. They know there's going to be a team fight, and they choose to retreat to the tier 3 and await the assault. As we run into the 34th minute. And the assault now going on to the mid-tier tower. Shadow Fiend pushing their bottom lane by himself, gets caught up by Queen of Pain. Sorry for the silence, just got some things going on here with my son and whatnot. In any case, the assault still hasn't been launched. Man, I was not even at the computer. And this situation has not changed whatsoever. The assault being... They're laying siege to this, but they're just being cautious now. And this is what they need to do, but at the same time... Oh, they're waiting. Yeah, they're waiting for the creep wave. Here comes the slow from Visage. SF is in a bad place right now. He uses the Shadow Blade to try and come out of it. There's a BKB, there's the Song Siren, but it's a bit mistimed. Cooldown comes, the first one misses, but the second one goes through. Aegis is popped, in comes the hook shots. This is a to and fro. No one has technically actually been taken out of action yet, except Darkseer. If MG can take this, 2 heroes, Naga Siren goes down. If they can take this, if they can make this a 5-man wipe, double kill, only Queen of Pain is left alive. If they can take her, 5-man wipe, no trade for only a troll. Now they need to push this. They need to push it deep. There's no buybacks coming out of JIBS. They know this, and they have managed to equate from Team JIBS.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Not a throw, but an excellent use of abilities and waiting for those ults, and a bit of a miscommunication with the Naga Siren and Scream from the Queen of Pain. That wasn't coordinated.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And they're pushing the mid lane tower now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
As they also push this bottom tier tower, yeah, and this is turned. You've got to say this is the turning point of the match yet again, as it all goes south. Same as XP, and the large advantage that JIBS had, it wasn't a huge advantage, but it was a reasonably substantial advantage, has gone, and it's equated. It's back to almost being even, but the initiative is now back with Team MG, because they have no reliance on wombo combo, unlike Team JIBS, and they're now going to pick up those items, and we could be in for the long haul as we approach the 37 minute. Now, again, the Dire team, they're not overextending, but they want to push, but they're being very cautious about it. And they need that setup from the Naga Siren. They have it. They can do the wombo combo, but they need to coordinate and not waste abilities like they did before. And yeah, mana boost being used, extra armor being used here. I know this is another assault to the high ground, this time coordinating the Naga Siren to trap whoever they can trap. They get in position, Troll Ult comes out with the BKB immediately into Troll Ult, looks to escape, gets netted, Naga Siren stolen, saves the team from the cooldown damage, but is it enough? There's a buyback from the Troll. Shadow Fiend and Rubik go down. Look at all the buybacks. The damage is unbelievable coming out of Team JIBS. They did take it, but now they're out of cooldowns. Naga Siren goes down. They're on the retreat. They did all of this to force 2 buybacks and take a hero. And they extend their lead. Team MG don't pursue. And I think this is a mistake. They need to keep the aggression up while the cooldowns on those ults are going. Queen of Pain Scream available still, and perhaps that's what they're scared of. Troll looking to pick up some more farm to pay off their debt from the buyback, and that's going to be painful. That was kind of a painful engagement there for MG fans. As we run into the 40th minute of this match, which looks to have no end at this stage. And here we go, rinse and repeat. Ults are going to come online very shortly, particularly for Naga Siren. Don't forget Rubik stole that last time, but he did die. So 15 seconds from now we will see another push to take this tier 3 tower in the mid, where so many of the heroes have died. Their bones litter the ground around the stairs of the high ground where the tier 3 Rex, where the set of Rex are. This is the kill zone right here. You're in the zone, you're likely to die. And, you know, if I was them, I'd be looking to just move around the side here. Go this way, as opposed to just hitting the front door repeatedly. And they have gained something because the tower is sitting low, but, you know, if they misplay again, it's just another chance for MG to come back. Naga Siren goes in. Again, exactly where I said, the kill zone. Look how small it is. They're already grouped up. In comes Knock Shop. BKBs. Ult's being used. Scream comes down. Everybody mounting. Who's going to live out of this fight? The illusions there. Shadow Demon goes down. And that is a resounding win, I'd have to say, again, for JIBS. Trading equally with a team that is just can't seem to get a break. And this tense game goes into the 42nd minute. Welcome to all those guys who jumped on board from the other game. Waiting on this match for the final. Sorry for the bad camera controls. I'm trying to micro 2 screens at the same time. No, other match not finished. Right, so yeah, other match is not finished, but we're welcome anyway to the new guys who just jumped on board. Tense game here between Team JIBS and MG. MG have game advantage, but as you can see by the scores, by the graphs, and by the net worth, it's a close game, even though it's gone back and forth a number of times. It's, in fact, if I look at this correctly, 50x gold difference between the teams at the 42nd minute, and exactly 2,500 XP in the favor of MG, but only just. And both teams just waiting for an opening, and it's got to be said, it has to be said, that this is going in the way of JIBS. They have the wombo combos. Every time it's up, they push as a 5-man, and every time it results in a very intense standoff. And I think that's exactly what they want to do. Darkseer's vacuum not coming into play as much as I would like it to be, because they don't need it. They have this setup. Meanwhile, Creeps just pushing the top lane by themselves. And Roshan being indicated, so level 2 issues to deal with. Push of creep wave in the bottom. Is anyone going to answer it? Are they going to go for Roshan? I know that they know the abilities to back up. They've got a sheep stick. They're getting a BKB on Rubik. That's how much Wombo Combo is affecting them. Supports need BKBs. And they are assaulting the high ground, but this is not a good situation. This setup is not as well done, and there's a TP in. No vacuum, no wall, nothing. Pick up there of Naga Siren. Troll goes into Berserker mode. Call down though, catches a number of heroes. But this has gone the way of MG. They've gotten 2 of the 5 already. Can they get another? Soul consumption is being used. They really want a homing missile. Gyro's going to dive it. He gets picked up. Homing missile there. It is going to secure that kill, unfortunately. Oh, wow. Just gets killed off. And that's a 3-hit kill pickup. MG narrow the gap and they win this. They know they should be pushing. They just don't have the items or the heroes. Windrunner's going for the solo kill on Gyro. She gets it up. It's a 4-0. There's only a 1 kill difference now in it, but the graph is going to say it does. Oh, that hasn't even updated from the team fight. No, gold is very, very almost non-existent. XP though, 5,000 in the favor, and now they're going to go for a home free Roshan. Why is someone pinging the defense? There's no back door. There's no back door, and there's no options here for the Radiant team. And Dire, they found that opening. They knew how the Wombo combo was going to be executed, and that engagement there with that Naga Siren, that was not the great setup that they had the previous time. Shadow Fiend back to pushing solo down bottom. Now having, look at his items. I haven't even covered off items for some time. Wow, and look at him, right click, so much armor reduction. And he's pulling these heroes out. They know Shadow Fiend's just hovering outside their base, and they don't know what to do about it. And this is again now a tide of reversal fortunes as they go 32 for 32, and yet the game equalizes for like the 6th or 7th time. They're going to take the advantage and put damage onto the tower. They have the pushing mechanic with the troll ult. Cooldown being used a bit too prematurely. Vacuum is going to cause some damage, but now they've got no ults. They've only got the screen. Naga Siren is down. There's no siren, so they may still get this tower. But I feel that the Dire team shouldn't be pushing this. I know they've got Aegis. I know the lanes in the mid is pushed. I know the bottom is pushed, and they want this so badly. And now Naga Siren, she comes in online. And this could be the Wombo combo without the cooldown. It's almost off though. Look, 8-7 seconds. It's got nothing in it. Game being paused, why they tactically decide how they want to engage on this. And if they're going to engage at all. And this has been a tense game. So intense. Come on guys, you've got to agree, this has just been a game that's gone back and forth. MG were clearly the favourites to go into this. They dominated so what's the word I'm looking for? So clearly, there's no doubt that they not dominate the first match. Yeah, and Poison did win the next round. So the winner of this going in to fight Poison in the grand final. Will it be MG or will we see a game 3? Hopefully the guys coming in from the other channel to see how this game is going. And hopefully I don't miss too much while doing this. No push, no nothing. Yeah, they back off. I think that's wise. And they've managed to claw back from what I'm sure. I was thinking that JIBS can't have done this. They can't have clawed back to win, and it was so close. It looked like they were going to have it at any moment. All those buybacks that they forced out of MG, and they just saved it. And you can see the arrow on the map. Shadow Fiend picks up an easy kill in the form of Gyro. just picks him off, and now they can't wombo combo. Well, they still can, but just not with that cooldown, without their rocket barrage, without their flak cannon. They don't have the same amount and level of teamfight that they're expecting. And yeah, this is smart. This is the smart plays coming out of MG. They're now split pushing. They're looking to farm. They're no longer restricted to the base. They're no longer under siege from just a repeated wave of wombo combos trying to assault the front door. They're spread out. They're looking for individual kills. They're looking for farm. And this is how you come back. Look, see, the graphs tell that they've come back. It was so close. And if I hit this button here, yeah, look at that. Boom, look how close it was for some time. Then wham, 7,500 in their favor. Same with XP, it's always been slightly in their favor. And now, 1,600 in favor because they're spreading out. They're looking for that farm. They're looking for those single hero kill opportunities because they know they can't take on the wombo combo directly. And that's what's holding them off from assaulting the base. This Troll and Rubik, though, got to be careful. They're all alone. Perhaps looking to bait out some ults if they can and get out. No, they're just pushing all the lanes. All the lanes are looking to be pushed in. Split push, split push, split push. This is the way that they've decided to go. They have Aegis. It still has... I don't know how long left on it. The last thing we want to do is pop under. Yeah, and they're going to knock on the front door. They're going to knock on this front door while both lanes are pushed in. And this, the jostling, the positioning is very precise here. It's 32 for 33 into this match, which has been going on now into the 50th minute almost. A game which, you know, some of the people, when we started, some people were saying that this is MG's game. The way they performed in the first match, you would think so, but no, JIBS have shown that they are not out for the count just yet. Top tower. And the split push is starting to come in now. They need to assault this tier. Yeah, they know. They see the pings. They need to assault the tier 3. They're making sure that they have dewatered though, so they can safely escape under Shadow Blade if they need to. And the siege continues as both teams. This is a reverse of what we saw earlier. Naga Siren for the wombo combo setup. They can do it. She's under surge. War gets put in first place for the first time. Vacuum comes down, but it doesn't catch very few heroes. And there is a mounted Naga Siren. Look at the damage going down onto everybody. Queen of Pain Scream comes in, but it's too late. Too little, too late. It doesn't catch enough heroes. They kill 2 heroes. They look to kill a 3rd. Those illusions being ignored. Rubik goes down to illusions. And they can push this with the push from Windrunner, with the push from the Troll. They can destroy this tower so quickly. And they do. Clockwork gets in, and they're going to go for the Rax. They're going to throw it all. They're going to go balls deep. They know they need this Rax. That's how close it is. Soul consumption does not do as much as they think it is. Aegis just runs off just now! Big play! Huge play! Aegis runs out within the space of 6 seconds of that team, that kill. It was there that it wasn't. And they want to go onto the Rex. No one's right-clicking it. Where's the right-click on the Rex? Just click the right Rex, guys! Anyone, just right-click it. You've got defense. And they do. Come on, yes! They get the Rex! And that's the mid-Rex, melee Rex down for MG. All that hard work paid off for. And JIBS gonna be banging their heads against their desks. So close for so long. And just, you know, they have this powerful wombo combo. They just can't trap the heroes when they need to trap them. And that time I thought they had it. It looked like they were going to execute it in the right order that time. Wall first, into the vacuum, then do all the cooldowns and screams. But just Queen of Pain was so far away. She got to the party late. She did scream. She hit a number of heroes, but it didn't overlay over those other abilities. And in between that, there was a mechanism. But man, JIBS also playing like a new team. They weren't. It's not the same team we saw beforehand. It's a completely new team. I'm getting messages. And the aggression coming out of this team is so strong, so solid from both sides. Wombo combo versus right click and precision, and that's how I'm going to call it. MG playing with more precision, better communication, better overlay of abilities. Whereas JIBS playing better in terms of a team overlaying abilities when they need to, but just not as well as MG. They don't have that single target damage that they hope to have had, and even all those early pickups on SF have not shut him down, is what you from what you would have thought. The fact that he died so many times right at the beginning of the match. Look at him now. He's got a Dallas. He's got a Desolator with his own aura that reduces mana. He's attacking for incredible speeds. He's now got a BKB, and now he's going into what looks like to be a butterfly. This is going up against their farms, who do have sheepsticks, do have a Lincolns, do have a Orchid, so they can crack a huge damage of their own. Butterfly looks to be a Abyssal Blade soon on Gyro, so this is coming to a heads very soon. And while they knock on the front door... Oh wow, I completely missed that. I'm totally apologizing because I missed the racks in the top. There's two sets of racks that happen all at the same time, I've been told. Backdoor, Shadow Fiend is just taking out the base by himself while they assault the mid racks. They're going to go for the throne, and it's a race. Shadow Fiend looking to take out the bottom racks, but they're going to go for the throne. Naga Siren play comes into play. This is going to be the test of time. Naga Siren counter song stolen. And this is great. What are they going to do with it, though? What are they going to do with it? They do nothing. It just delays the Wombo combo. Out comes the Shiver's Gun. In comes the hook. Look at the abilities. The cooldown. This is where it matters. And it is JIBS destroying the Team MG at their own base while they push the throne. They need to buy time. Buy time. And the creeps will take out the Radiant Agent. This has got to be the most clutch game I have ever casted. Ever. 200 plus games, I've never casted something so clutch, so direly close. And it's a race, buybacks from both teams. 38 to 48, the graphs and gold don't matter. All that matters is who can kill the Ancient the quickest. Mega creeps. Definitely gonna make it hard for the Radiant. And Shadow Fiend is just out of control. Could easily pick up that butterfly right now. Gyro, oh man, he must have completed his Abyssal Blade. Or was he going for a butterfly also? And it doesn't look good for the Radiant, I've got to say. Mega creeps just coming in from all sides, all the lanes being pushed. Shadow Fiend just running around and just cleaning up. He's now well farm status, and you have to say, JIBS doing so well at defending, and now the assault comes down onto the Ancient. Troll is just looking to take it himself. He's ignoring everything. Familiar's just buying them time. All the abilities coming out. Quinterpain Scream, Vacuum Wall. They want damage to be dealt to everybody, but the Mega Creeps is proving to be too much. Congratulations to Team MG on what has got to be the most clutch game I have ever cast out of over 200 casts I've ever done. Big shout out there to all the people watching in the channel who came over to watch this game. Gonna yield the main event to the other casters, the casters that they're new to the scene. I feel that give them the opportunity to cast the final. I'm gonna go off and look to pick up a game in the Oceania Cup. Hopefully I can find a Kiwis team. There are two Kiwi teams, so I am getting a message saying there is a match level. But thanks to the guys at AWC, Congratulations to MG, who will go on to the final to fight against the Poison, and I'll be watching the other casters' casts to see how they go. Good luck, buddy. For the rest of you that are going to follow the AWC, you can go over to the other channels. Just look in the AWC channel to find out what this has happened with this final. My call is going to obviously be MG. For those of you that are going to stick around, however, stay tuned for more information, for more games from me to be cast in the Oceania Cup.